Hey there, guys. It's CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to a premiere of History Maker Baseball. Now, this was a set I picked up a few years ago, and in the set, included in the basic rule box, was the Red Sox and the Reds for the '75 World Series. And I decided to lately there have been a bunch of guys that have been playing a little bit of History Maker Baseball, and I enjoy playing History Maker Baseball. It's a lot of fun. So what I basically did was I grabbed it, and here it is. And now a couple years ago, I ordered a new book, an updated book, and let me see if it's a little bit different. This is the 2015. This I think is the first one. The second one says 2018. So this is the more modern book. So I'm going to use the more modern book. And this is very, very nice. These are the rules right here. Well, actually, the rules are in a separate booklet. It's a paper booklet. These are the official rules that you don't really look at very much. I mean, you do once in a while, but this is a very easy to follow game. It's very well constructed. It's very, very easy and fluid from one event or one situation to another. These 2 pages are the pages you use probably 80% of the time, and then it sends you to other parts of the game or other parts of the charts. These, I guess, are the charts, if you will, and they come in a very nice spiral bound, very colorful, not too large, not too thick, and not too thin. I mean, this is very, I wish that other companies would kind of follow this suit. It's very well done, very well presented. The colors are bright and easy to read. And the font is okay. It's not too small. It's not too large. It's okay, but it borders on being a little bit difficult. So, but since it's all printed on white, it's not that difficult to read. So today we're not going to use dice. We're going to use the FACs, the fast action cards, if you will. Hey there, who's that? Sean D is in the house. Welcome, Sean D. And we're right about to get started. So I'm using, to keep track of the stats and so on, and the innings and all the details, I am using iScore, which I just finished doing a tutorial on for double switches on my channel. So if you want to check that out, if you want to learn iScore, if you want to see how you play out a double switch, it's very easy to do, and you have to practice a little bit. But we're going to get started. It's going to be Pete Rose leading off. He's at third base. Joe Morgan batting second. At second base, Johnny Bench, the catcher, can hold 7 baseballs in one hand. Tony Perez, the first baseman, batting cleanup. Batting fifth is George Foster, the left fielder. Dave Concepcion, the shortstop, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Kenny Griffey, senior, in right field. Batting eighth is center fielder Cesar Geronimo, and batting ninth is the pitcher Don Gullett. And Don Gullett is going up against Bill Lee, who's on the mound. The defense for the Boston Red Sox, Bernie Carbo in left, Fred Lynn in center, and Dwight Evans in right. Now, Jim Rice is not available because he did hurt a finger at some point, and he was not available in this series. Rico Petrocelli at third, Rick Burleson at short, Denny Doyle at second, and Carl Yastrzemski at first. And the battery mates are going to be Carlton Fisk behind the plate and Bill Spaceman Lee on the mound. And here's the first pitch. And let's get our book ready. Let's get our, there we go. Let's just fix this just a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on a second. It's a little bit bright, and I think that'll help. All right, let's get started. So let's pull a card. It says, I'm going to put them right there, 445, right? So that's going to take us to this section here, 445. Asks us if the pitcher's a workman, and he is not a workman. So we do not have to worry about that. Then it says, is the batter patient? Fossey's Rose is not patient, and then it's a ground ball to the first baseman. So it's going to be an out, and it's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. One up, one down. Joe Morgan is next. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-4-6. 3-4-6 asks me if the batter is eager. Joe Morgan is not eager. So it's going to be a base on balls, and if he is active, he steals. And there goes Morgan, the throw down, not in time. So it's a walk and a stolen base. And there goes Morgan, throw down, not in time. So the Reds already here in the top of the first with only one out have a runner in scoring position for Johnny Bench. And it's a 2-4-6. And a 2-4-6 asks me if Lee is control. He is a control pitcher, so that's a comebacker. And runners advance one base. Double play on ground outs, but not with a runner at second. Runners advance one base. Ah, that's there. Wait a second. Fielder's choice ground outs active. It was what? It was a 2-4-6. Haven't played this in a while, so I'm just getting used to it. Fielder's won't be a fielder's choice. Runner on third base. Ground out base runner rules. Wait a second. Okay, with a runner on second, and we roll a 2, that's going to be runner holds. There it goes. It's another section. All right, so it's a comebacker to Bill Lee, feels his position, and he throws out Bench for 2 outs, and now it's Perez. Say 155. 155 says home run king, and Perez is not a home run king, so it's going to be a fly ball center field. On the run is Lynn, and he tracks it down for out number 3. And the lineup for the Red Sox is going to be Carbo, the left fielder, leading off, followed by Denny Doyle, the second baseman. Batting third is Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth is Carlton Fisk. Batting fifth is Fred Lynn. Then it's Rico Petroselli in the sixth spot at third base. In right field is Dwight Evans. Batting seventh. Batting eighth is Rick Burleson, the shortstop. And then it's Bill Lee batting ninth. Don Gullett is on the mound. And here goes. Here's the pitch from Gullett. So 125, and it asked me if Gullett is a struggler, and I highly doubt that. No, he is not. And it asked me if Bernie Carbo is patient. He is patient. So that's going to take us to the goggles. And 125, the goggles says questionable or strict umpire at home. It's going to be Art Franz at home plate. These were the actual umpires. I got them on a separate little board here on my right, and he's respected. So questionable strict umpire calls strike 3. Other umpires call ball 4. So Bernie Carbo, the leadoff batter, trots down to first base with a walk. All right, so Bernie Carbo on at first, and next is Denny Doyle. Here's the pitch to Doyle. It's a 3-4-5 iron catcher. Now, there's no way that Bench is iron because iron is kind of not very good, so I know it's not that. So a good eye does. Oh, he is a good eye. Checked swing ball. So that's like an orange result. Let's see. Wait a second. Where's that orange result? Here it is. Orange result. Go to the appropriate umpire mini chart. Continue this at bat with the same batter. Okay, so umpire mini chart with runner on first base right here. So we're gonna pull another card. It's gonna be a 3-6, and it's questionable umpire at home. No, other umpires timeout. Batter still at bat. So I guess we go back. There we go. Let's pull another card. Pitch from Gullett, a 1-3-6. And ace is a strikeout, and he's a semi-ace. And let's see, let's pull a card. And he is, so that's a strikeout. So Gullet blows one by. And what do we say was a 1-3-6? Unless he is a good eye, which he is a good eye. So if he's a good eye, avoids a strikeout, grounds out, runners advance one base. So he's a batting lefty, so we're going to say he grounds out to the second baseman in the hole. Morgan with a nice play. He's got one play, and that's the first, and that's going to advance Carbo to second. All right. So now it's Carl Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch from Gullet. It's a 2-3-4. Runners on base, plate drama. So we're going to go to plate drama. And we're going to pull another result. And that's a 6-6, plate drama 6-6. Control pitcher. He's semi-control. Let's see if he is a control. He is not control. Otherwise, catcher scrambles to locate ball in the dirt. It's a pass ball. So it's going to be a pass ball on Johnny Bench. So control pitcher in the strike zone, catcher gloves it. Yeah. So he's not control. I mean, he's semi-control, but because I did not pull the bullet, it's going to be a pass ball, and going to third is going to be Bernie Carbo on the pass ball. All right, so Carl Yastrzemski with a runner in third, and the infield is going to come in. It's going to be a 156. And that's if he's a whiffer. Is Yastrzemski a whiffer? He is not. Outfield drama. Let's see what happens to the outfield drama. It's a 1-4. Outfield right fielder gold. Is Ken Griffey gold? That's a good question. Let's see. Ken Griffey bats 7th. And Ken Griffey is, nope, he's not gold. So it was a 1-4. Right fielder gold, incredible catch. Otherwise, batter flies out, and it's a single. It's a single under a 1, and a 1 says runner advances one base on hits. So it's going to be a base hit, and that's going to score a run. So it's 1-0 Red Sox. RBI single for Carl Yastrzemski. And now we're going to go to the player experience chart for the next batter. And that's going to be Carlton Fisk. Here goes. Player experience, we're looking at a 3-6. 3-6 prospect pitcher. Don Gullet is not a prospect pitcher, 3-6. So otherwise, it's a fly out to left field. That's going to be out number 2. Right there is Foster to put it away. And it's Fred Lynn. So there's 2 outs now in the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Red Sox. This is Game 7 of the 1975 World Series. The winner of this one walks away with the trophy. Carl Yastrzemski is on at first. Fred Lynn is at the plate. He bats lefty, 256. 256 struggler, and he is not a struggler. Champion or patient. He's semi-champion. So semi-champion, we're going to pull a card. He is not. And that's infield drama. Go to the infield. We pull a 5-5. First baseman iron. First baseman is Perez. Let's see what his rating is. He is not iron. So what was it? A 5-5 is the first baseman iron. Nope. Otherwise, it's ground out. Perez scoops it and races Lynn to the bag for out number 3. So the Red Sox pick up a run. They lead at 1-0, go to top of the second. It's going to be George Foster. Here's the pitch from Bill Spaceman Lee, 3-4-6. 346 says eager is the batter. Eager, Foster is semi-eager. Let's see what happens. He is not eager, so then it's going to be based on balls and active steals. He is not active, so it's a walk. Foster's on at first with nobody out. Dave Concepcion. Here's the pitch to Dave Concepcion. 136. Ace. He is not an ace. Whiffer or cold. Hold on a second because I need to pick out a cold batter. Let's see. I need a 10-sided die for that. Man, this is an 8-sided die, I believe. Here's a 10. All right, see who's the cold on. It's a 4. So the cold is going to be Perez. So let's get real quickly. Let's grab Perez and put a little asterisk next to his name. At the end of his name, we'll put a little asterisk there. And that tells me that he will be cold. And the hot batter will be 5, Foster. And we'll make him, actually, we'll put, you know what? We'll put H. And then we'll put Perez, we'll put a C for cold. All right. And we're not going to do the Red Sox yet. If it comes up, then we'll take care of it. So we had a 136, right? We had a 136, and it asked me, was he an ace? He was not. Then it was whiffer or cold, and he is neither, right? We're looking at Concepcion, whiffer or cold. He is neither. It goes to the next one, infield drama at 136. So we pull a card again. It's a 5-6 infielder. First baseman gold. He is not. Wait, let's see. Yastrzemski is not gold. So is it a 5-6? Otherwise, ball sails over his head. Batter safe on first on an error. So it's going to be a. Okay, so then we're going to pull a card to see who the error is on. And the error is on the second baseman, Denny Doyle. And it's going to be first and second. So it's going to be E4. First and second, nobody out. Ken Griffey, Sr. at the plate. Here's the pitch from Bill Lee. Bill Spaceman Lee, 156. And asked me if Ken Griffey's a whiffer. He is not. Outfield drama. And it's a 34 in the outfield. 34 is left field iron. And Carbo squeezes it for the out. Cesar Geronimo is next. Here's the pitch from Bill Lee. It's a 256. Struggler. He's not a struggler. Champion or patient. He is neither. So it's infield drama again. Wow, we're getting a lot of those. Infield drama. We roll a 4-4. Is a pitcher gold? Pitcher is not gold. So otherwise, pitcher mishandles ball. Everybody's safe on an error. So the second error of the inning for the Red Sox. And it's going to be an E1 this time. Bases are loaded. And it takes us to the player experience chart for Don Gullett, the pitcher. So pitcher Gullett is up with 1 out. Here's a pitch. It's a 123. Oh, no, actually, we're looking at the 1-6. An icon pitcher, Bill Lee, is a semi-icon. Let's see if he becomes an icon. He is an icon. Fools batter into swinging at an inside pitch, ground ball to shortstop. And that, I believe, is going to be a double play on this. So double play on ground out. So it's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Turned by Does not score. Run not scored. Advances. Runner on set. What happened to the runner that was on first base? He is out. He is out at second base on a double play. And that is it. So Tony Perez. All right. So and then I don't know, Concepcion is a short. So the Red Sox turn a crucial double play, 6-4-3. That was Petrocelli to Doyle to Yastrzemski to get out of that bases loaded jam. And we go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Petrocelli, Dwight Evans, and Rick Burleson against Don Gullett. All right, here goes. And that's going to be a 2-2-5. And a 2-2-5 asks me if Gullett is a star. He is not. Slugger or sad sack for Petrocelli. He is neither. It's a line drive base hit single to center field. So leadoff single for the Red Sox, and Petro is on at first. Dewey Evans is next. Here's the pitch from Don Gullett. It's a 1-3-5, and that's a red one, so that's going to take us to an unusual play. And it's a red 1 and a black 3. So we're going to pull a card, and it's a 4-6 shortstop iron. I doubt that Concepcion is iron, but let's just double check. He is gold, so he's definitely not iron. We're a 4-6. Otherwise, it's a ground out. And a 4 ground out, what is that going to become? A 4 ground out is a rounders advance, 1 base on ground outs. Okay. So it's going to be a ground ball up the middle, and after it is, hold on a second. And after it is Concepcion gets there, throws on the run, and in time. 6-3, runner advances. The Red Sox are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. 5 wild. Is Gullett wild? He is not. Is Burleson a good eye? He is a potential good eye. He is not a good eye, so it's a strikeout. Curveball gets Burleson. And what was that, Dave? 5-6-6. This is to the blue baseball right now chart. All right. So here goes. It's going to be the pitcher now, Bill Lee. And it's a 4-6 baseball right now. Hot pitcher. It depends what he did to the last batter. And he struck out the last batter, so he is a hot Gullett. All right, Rose is leading off the top of the third using the fast action cards. 145. Ask me if Bill Lee's a struggler. He is not. Blank, and it's a ground ball to, he's batting righty to third base across the diamond. And Petrocelli throws him out. 1 up, 1 down. 4-6-6. And he's going to ask me if it's good. John Bench. Here's the pitch to Bench, 235. Wild, no, eager. Is John Bench eager? He is not. And a 235 is a ground ball to second base, unless he is patient, which he is not. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. Oh, wait a second. Yep, that's choice. Flip. Doyle tosses it to Burleson. Going in hard is Morgan, so he breaks up that throw. And it's a 4-6. That's the second out of the inning. And John Bench is on at first. And now it's Tony Perez. Here's the pitch to Tony Perez, 2-3-6. Double control or dynamic. He's not that. Pitcher batting, no. It's ball four. So Perez goes down to first. 2 out, 2 on. George Foster. 1-1-4 and says, is he fresh? He is fresh. So it's chopped to short. Rick Burleson charges it, throws on the run, and in time to retire the side. All right, so it's Bernie Carbo here in the top of the fourth inning. No, it's the bottom of the third, excuse me. Bottom of the third. So here goes. Pitch from Gullett. Say 2-3-4. Runners on base, no. Hot batter. We're going to have to find out who the hot batter is, and it's 5. So Fred Lynn is going to be the hot batter. So let's get Lynn. Let's put an H next to his name. There we go. He's hot. Let's see who the cold batter is. Cold batter is going to be Doyle. So Doyle is the cold batter. We'll put a C next to his name. There we go. All right. So it was a 2-3-4, and it said hot batter. He's not a hot batter. So it's going to be a pop-up third baseman. Pete Rose is there, makes the catch. All right. Next is Denny Doyle. Pitch from Gullett, so 155. Ask me if he's a home run king. Otherwise, he's a flyout. Shallow center, right center field. Geronimo on the run and makes it there for the out. And there's no way that Doyle is a home run king. Yastrzemski's next. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski, 256. Struggler, no. Champion or patient. Semi-patient. And he is patient, so 256 patient, base on balls. Yastrzemski trots down to first. 2-out walk. And next is Carlton Fisk, a 2-3-4. Runners on base, yes, play drama. Let's pull the card, play drama. It's a 1-4, and it says control pitcher. And Gullett is a semi-control pitcher. He is not a control pitcher. So it's a 1-4, and otherwise it's a wild pitch. So on to second base is Yastrzemski on the wild pitch. Carlton Fisk is still the batter. Here goes, 2-2-5. And 2-2-5 asked me if Gullett is a star. He is not. Slugger or sad sack? He is a slugger, and a slugger is going to pop up right field. And over is Ken Griffey, settles under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So we go to the top of the fourth. And this is the time where we get to shuffle a little bit, shuffle the cards very quickly. We have one more set. A lot of cards here. So you got a whole lot of cards you got to shuffle in. Wow, look at that. Holy moly. All right, that's good enough. Here goes. So 1-1-4. Bill Lee against Dave Concepcion, a 1-1-4 fresh. He's semi-fresh because it's past the third inning, and he is going to be fresh according to the decider die. So that's a ground ball to short. Up with his Burleson, fires to first. And that's 1 out. Ken Griffey Sr. 256, struggler. Billy's not a struggler, champion, or patient. He's a semi-champion, and he is a champion. And that's going to be ball 4. So Griffey is on at first. Next is Geronimo, 356. Same. Geronimo is a lefty and Billy's a lefty. It's a strikeout. So that's your splits coming into play. Sometimes splits come into play. Sometimes they don't. You don't need to have splits all the time. I don't think that's realistic. I don't think splits driving a game is particularly realistic. I don't think everything guys do. Sometimes it's just a good pitch or a bad pitch. Sometimes it's a bad swing or a good swing. It has nothing to do with the side the guy throws from. Sometimes it does. Other times it doesn't. Don Gullett is up. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, it's 4-4-5. 4-4-5 is a workman. He's not a workman. Patient. Don Gullett is not patient. And it's going to be a ground ball. Chop to Yastrzemski at first. He's going to flip to Lee, and that retires the side. So 3-1. And we go to Fred Lynn. It's going to be Lynn, Petrocelli, and Evans in the bottom of the 4th. He goes 1-1-3, ace or dynamic. Now Gullett is semi-ace, so we're going to pull a card. No, he is not ace. Slugger he is a slugger, so that's going to pull one down the line. And there's a little lightning bolt there. What does that mean? Oh, home run legend. No, he's not a home run legend. He's going to pull one down the line and hustling around first, trying for second. Here's a throw, and he slides in under the tag for a leadoff double for Fred Lynn. All right, Rico Petrocelli. Here's the pitch from Gullett. 6-6-6. Ace. He may be an ace, and he is not. Sad sack. Petrocelli is not a sad sack. It's a deep drive glove. Let's see. Deep drive glove. And that's going to be, let's see. So we're going to pull a card. It's going to say a 2. And that's an outfield gold. He leaps. Otherwise, center field gold. Geronimo. Geronimo may be gold. And he is gold. So he leaps. So now we got to go to the next one and pull a card. So he could kind of rob Petrocelli of a home run here. And we roll a 1, and he got it out. So he jumps over the fence, reaches for the ball, brings it back in, and robs Petrocelli of a 2-run home run. Wow. Very cool result. Okay. Now it's going to be Dwight Evans. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a 3. That's a walk, and that's going to take us to the chemistry chart. Mini chart, I guess they're called. This is a loaded. Little ground ball that scoots past the outreached glove of Dave Concepcion to left field. Bases are loaded. And an ace is a strikeout. It may be a strikeout. It's not an ace. So it's going to be whiffer or cold. He is a whiffer, and he strikes out. 2 outs now. And it's Bernie Carbo. There's a pitch to Bernie Carbo. 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic again. This time he's an ace, and that's a strikeout, and that retires the side. Oh, no, it's a ground ball to the first baseman. Excuse me. And Tony Perez races Carbo to the bag for out number 3. All right, Pete Rose is leading us off in the top of the 5th. 5-6-6. While no good eye, Pete Rose is a potential good eye, and he is a good eye. Foul tip, still at bat. All right. I don't know if that means you go to the fielder now, or you re-pull another number. That's going to take us to the right now. Blue for Joe Morgan. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-2. Hot batter on the right now. That means that asked me his last at bat. And Morgan in his last at bat singles, so he is hot. So on a 1-2, hot batter, zero on a choice pitch, knocks it into right field for a base hit single. Unless he's got a little delta sign, he does not. So it's a base hit for Joe Morgan. That's going to bring up John Bench, 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Bill Lee is pitching at home, so it's popped up. Infield. Burleson calling for it, makes the catch. Out number 2. All right. And it's Tony Perez. Bill Lee, 2-2. Pitching at home again. So what is that? Back 2-2-4, yeah. And that's popped up again to Burleson. And he squeezes it for out number 3. All right, scores 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Don Gullett versus Denny Doyle. Here's a pitch. 1-4-5. Struggler, no, ground ball to first base. Tony Perez flips to the pitcher covering, 3-1. Next is Collier Yastrzemski, 125. Struggler, no. Patient. He's semi-patient. And 125 patient, no. It's a ground ball to third, unless he's a whiffer, and he is not. So Pete Rose up with it. Throw to first, high, but in time. 5-3 for out number 2. And then it's Carlton Fisk. 5-5-5. Ace or star. And he's a semi-ace. We pull a card, and it says he is not an ace. What do we say? 4-4-5? 5-5-5. He is not an ace. A scrapper. He is not a scrapper. It's a home run to left field. That's a deep drive for Carlton Fisk. Back goes Foster to the track, to the wall. Looks up. It's gone. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Red Sox. Fred Lynn is next. Let me drink some water real quick. Oh. All right, so Fred Lynn with 2 outs scores 2-0 Red Sox. It's 3-3-3 from Gullett and utility or sad sack. He's neither. And that's going to be a ball that is home run king. He's not home run king. That's pulled down the line into the right field corner. After it is Griffey. Kind of bounds away from him. Around second is Lynn going to try for third. Here's the relay from Morgan, and not in time. 2-out triple for Fred Lynn. And there's 2 outs running on third base, and it's Rico Petrocelli. Here's the pitch. 246. Control pitcher. He's a semi-control pitcher, and he is a control pitcher. It's going to be a comebacker. Gullett fields his position and throws out Petrocelli to retire the side, but the Red Sox pick up a run. They lead it 2-0. We go to the top of the 6th. It's a 3-4-5. Iron catcher. I don't know that Fisk is an iron catcher. I doubt that. You don't get to the World Series with an iron catcher yet. So the iron's not very good. So it's not an iron catcher on the 3, 4, 5. It's a good eye. Is Foster a good eye? He is not. It's a strikeout. So Foster, curveball gets him, and it takes us to strikeout. It takes us to the blue baseball right now, and we pull a 1-5, and that's a cold batter. Let's see, cold batter. Dave Concepcion. Let's see if he's cold. No, he's not cold, so that's a no. So it's a ball that he pounces on and drives it, muscles it through the infield for a single. All right, so Concepcion is on first with a single. Next is Ken Griffey, 245. And is he a hero? He is not a hero. It's a pop-up. That's going to be on the right side. Doyle is there. And next is Cesar Geronimo. That's going to take us to the player experience chart. We're going to pull a 5-6, says icon pitcher. He's a semi-icon, and that says he is an icon. So fool's batter with an off-speed pitch, sky-high pop, shortstop. And that's going to retire the side. Pop 6. Right there. No, it does not retire the side. Yeah, it does retire the side. Burleson makes the catch. And that brings up Dewey Evans in the bottom of the 6th. Here goes 1-1-5 from Don Gullett. Fresh. Well, this is still the 6th inning, so he could be fresh. And he is. And that's a pop-up to the first baseman. And Perez makes the catch. Next is Burleson. Pitch to Burleson, a 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. He may be ace, and he is ace, and that's a fly out to center. Geronimo over. Makes the catch. That takes us to the player experience for Bill Lee batting. And it's a 2-4 icon batter. Bill Lee is a semi-icon. Let's see if he is. He is not an icon. So it delivers a single inside so icon batter, otherwise it's a ground ball shortstop. Charging it is Concepcion, throws on the run, and gets Bill the Spaceman Lee on that slow grounder to short. All right, that takes us to the top of the 7th. And Don Gullett is up for the Reds. And we're going to look and see if we can bring in a pinch hitter here. I don't know who hey guys, some people talk. Alan Shaw is in the house. Welcome, Alan. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to look at, this is game 7 of 1975 World Series. I'm going to look here quickly. I want to just check out and see who they're using as pinch hitter. 75 World Series. We're in the top of the 7th inning. It's 2-0 Red Sox. And let's see. Let's see who these teams are using for pinch hitters. Okay. So did Dreesen pinch hit? Dreesen, he did pinch hit, but he's a lefty, so we're not going to bring in a lefty to face a lefty. Who else we got? Armbruster and Crowley. Harry Crowley, another lefty. Armbruster, I don't know what Armbruster is. And Cheney. Ed Armbruster, there he is. All right, he's going to pinch hit. And this thing's telling us it's running out of battery, and I took my charger outside. Let's see where it's at. It's still not too bad. All right, so we're going to bring in Armbruster. Going to write him in. His name is Ed. He's a righty. He's going to pinch hit. All right. Going to pinch hit against Bill the Spaceman Lee, and then we're going to bring in Freddie Norman to pitch for the Reds. We have Merv Retton. I'm not too sure. All right. Let me check and see who actually pitched in that game 7. Game 7. Allingham and Carroll. All right, we'll bring in Clay Carroll. We'll bring in Clay Carroll. For right now is Armbruster. Here's the pitch from Spaceman Lee. Wait, is it the top of the 7th? Yeah, I guess it's time to shuffle real quick. Hope everybody's doing well. Haven't played this in a while, and when I don't, to be honest with you, I haven't played this since September of last year. So I'm not playing. So I'm not going to invest it. I have a lot of time invested and energy, not a lot of money. I haven't bought anything for a while. I'm buying some computer. I bought the Replay PC 2014 season because that's DeGrom's first season, and also the first season I took my son to a ball game in New York, and we went to see the Mets. So that's a special season in my life. All right, we're ready to roll here. Just getting this in there. Okay, Ed Armbruster against Bill Lee. Here goes. 2-4-6. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-0 Red Sox, top of the 7th. 2-4-6 says control. He is control. And Bill Lee fires the first and in time to get the first out. Next is Pete Rose. Here's 3-5-5. Struggler, gilded, no. Champion. Is Pete Rose a champion? He is not. It's a ground ball to second base. Up with it is Doyle. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Joe Morgan. 1-5-6. Whiffer. Is Morgan a whiffer? He is not a whiffer. Outfield drama. See what happens there. 2-4. Center fielder Gold. He is, and he makes a sensational diving catch. So deep drive in the gap, and on the run is Geronimo, and he runs it down, goes airborne, rolls around, holds onto the ball, and that's that was Fred Lennox. Mini chart for the bottom of the 7th. Bernie Carbo. All right, Clay Carroll's pitching. Say 1-4. Batting dissonance, no. Otherwise, it's a single base hit. Center field for Bernie Carbo off of Clay Carroll. And next is we're going to bunt with Doyle. We'll pull a 4, and that's going to be a Yastrzemski intentionally. That sets up the potential double play. Here's Fisk, the pitch from Carroll to Fisk, 3-3-3. And utility or sad sack. Fisk is not utility or sack. And a 3-3-3, unless he is on third, is your Stremski, and Fisk is hustling into third. Here's the relay, and not in time. It's a 1-out. That's going to put the Red Sox up 4-0. Infield's going to have to come in now for the Reds. Fred Lynn. All right, here goes. 366. Pinch hit or no. Fly ball center field. And that is going to say, okay. Stoic runner on third scores on flyouts. Runner on third holds is Fisk. Stoic, he is not Stoic, so that's going to be deep enough to score Fisk, and that's going to be run number 5. It's a sacrifice fly to center. And it's 5-0. 2 outs now. Rico Petrocelli. 3, and that is, ask me if Petrocelli's a slugger. He is not. It's a fly to left. Overs Foster makes the catch, and that retires the side. All right, John Bench, Bill Lee, still in the game. Here in the top of the 8th, 2:45. John Bench, a hero. He's a semi-hero. And he's not a hero, so 2:45, it's popped up. Denny Doyle is there. Here's the catch. Oh, let's try that again. Out, pop up 4. And that's going to take us to the player experience chart for Tony Perez. Bill Lee looks in for the sign. 1-4. Prospect batter. No. Going to be a little blooper that drops in front of Lynn for a base hit for Perez. He's on at first. One out, one on. Next is George Foster, pitch from Lee, 125. Struggler, pitcher is not a struggler. Patient, batter is not patient. It's going to be ground ball third base unless he's a whiffer. Let's see if he's a whiffer. He is a whiffer, strike 3. Blows one by George Foster. And now it's Dave Concepcion, the pitch from Bill Lee. 2-2-3. Wild, he is not wild. Slugger or utility, he is neither. Runners advance, 1 base on hits. With 2 outs, they advance 2. So first and third. And we're going to see if he goes and steals the base. He does. There goes Concepcion and throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Concepcion. He stole that on the pitcher, Lee. And it's going to be Ken Griffey. Here's the pitch. 2 out, 2 on. 5-0. Red Sox. 124. Control, it is. That's chopped to short. Rating back is Burleson. Now he charges, fires, and in time to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Dwight Evans against Clay Carroll. 2-4-6. Control. Carroll is semi-control. He is control. Oop. That's a comebacker. Carroll feels his position and throws out Dwight Evans. Next is Burleson. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Now, Johnny Bench is not an iron catcher. Good eye. He is a potential good eye. Let's see. And he is a good eye. So good eye. Check swing ball. Let's check on the umpire chart. So we said it was a 3 umpire chart. Oh, wait. There's nobody on, so we're going to look at the mini chart with nobody on. Right here, we're going to pull a card. It's a 2-5. Questionable umpire at first base. No, he is not. So otherwise, rule batter out. So it's a little ground ball. We're going to see the who it is to the second baseman. 4-3. Morgan to Perez. And that brings up Bill the Spaceman Lee. We're going to let him bat. And it's a 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. He is potentially an ace, and he is ace. That's a fly out to center field. Geronimo's there. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the top of the ninth. Last licks for the Reds. It's going to be Geronimo, a pinch hitter, against Bill Spaceman Lee, who's going for the complete game. All right, and on that, that was a 156. It's going to take us to a second. 336. No, wait a second. On this chart here. Let me see the last play. 336. Yes. No. I'll fly out to center field. That's going to take us to red. That's going to take us to player experience. Here goes Cesar Geronimo. And it's a 6-6 on player experience. There's a pitch. It's a drive. Center field fence. We're going to look at the fence chart. Geronimo is a semi-scrapper. Let's see if he is a scrapper. He is not. So that's going to take us to other. It's a 4, and that is a ball that's driven over the center fielder's head. And after it is in, Geronimo around second. Throw to third. Not in time. Triple. Leadoff triple for Geronimo. 5-0 here in Game 7 of the 1975 World Series. We're going to get another pinch hitter. It's going to be Darryl Cheney. He's a switch hitter. We're going to write in Cheney. All right. So it's Darryl Cheney versus Bill Spaceman Lee with a runner on third. Infield's back, 245. 245 says hero. Is Cheney a hero? He is not. It's going to be a pop-up. Infield, Denny Doyle was there. He makes the catch for the first out. Pete Rose is next. Here's a pitch from Lee, 2-2-3. Oh, wait. We're looking at a 5-6 now because we're on the experience chart. 5-6 icon pitcher. He's semi-icon, and it says he's an icon. So Fool's batter with an off-speed pitch, high sky, pop-up in the infield for out number 2. So the Red Sox are 1 out away from winning the 1975 World Series. Joe Morgan. It's all on Joe Morgan's shoulders. See what happens. 5-0. Top of the ninth. Last licks. The Reds are down to their last out. Bill the Spaceman Lee is going for a complete game 6-hit shutout. That's a 156. And a 156 says whiffer. He is not a whiffer, and that is a outfield drama. We'll pull a card in the outfield. 1-6. Right fielder stoic. Dwight Evans. Is Dwight Evans stoic? That means he doesn't move very well. I don't know that Dwight Evans is stoic. He may be, and he is semi-stoic. Let's see if he is or not. And he is stoic. So on the 1-6 in the outfield drama, and otherwise, so right fielder stoic, yes, he is. Can't get to sinking liner, and that's going to drop in there in the corner for a double. That's going to score a run. And there goes the shutout. And it's going to take us to the chemistry chart, and we're going to get a reliever for the Red Sox. Let's see who came in that crazy game, Game 7. We're going to get Reggie Cleveland. I never needed it. I never got a ballpark result. All right, so it's going to be, I guess it's going to be Jim Willoughby to finish this off. I don't know who else they would bring in. Not too sure. Reggie Cleveland came in. I'm going to bring in Jim Willoughby. Let's see what happens. Add pitcher, Jim. 5-1 now. 2 outs. Top of the 9th. And it's John Bench with a runner at second base. Here's the pitch. And what do we say? It was what was it? 10-2-5. Whatever it is, John Bench. I don't think there was another chart we had to stay on here. It dropped in for. Oh wait, it was. It was about the right. I believe it was the right fielder, right? Yeah, the right fielder. And it was a 2-2-5. And there was a 1-6 somewhere. It was outfield drama, 1-6, right? Yeah. It was a double, and that takes us to the chemistry chart. But now when we bring in, I think it gets wiped out when you bring in a relief pitcher. I think you just go back to the regular chart. So here's the pitch to Johnny Bench from Jim Willoughby. 126, fresh, that's lined and caught, and that's the ball game. So the Red Sox celebrate on the line drive out by John Bench to end the 1975 World Series. The winners of the series are the Boston Red Sox. They take the game 5-1. Cincinnati, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors, 11 left on base. The Red Sox, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 7 left on base. I guess the MVP would go to Bill Spaceman Lee for this game. He pitched a heck of a ball game all the way till 8 2/3 innings. And that's it. So this is CP Cards and Dice. This is History Maker Baseball. It's a blast. It's a fun game. I'm a little bumpy. I haven't played in about 6 months, 7 months, and that's why I kind of created a schedule so I can play all my games that I enjoy a little bit more often so I don't forget them. And that's it. I have some more games tomorrow. Take care now.